Hi guys, thanks for joining me for Active April with Katie Marie. Let me start my video. Good to see you. So I'm excited today because I'm going to be talking to you about exercise to music. I am an exercise to music instructor and I'm a Les Mills Shabam instructor. So I'm going to be showing you through a series of videos the different types of exercises that I teach, the different kind of cardio dance that I teach, and a lot of the things I actually do for myself. So the things that I teach are actually the exercise which I recommend and I use for my own mental, physical well-being and health. So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. And as with each video, I'll be giving you 3 pieces of advice. So as you can see, I'm out in the gardens today. It's really great working outdoors. It's like working out, doing your training outside, doing your exercise outside, because we're getting the fresh air, we've got the trees around us, you know, it's quite peaceful. And you know, it's just really nice to kind of be out and about instead of being indoors all the time, especially after a lot of us have been indoors, you know, best part of the year. So my first piece of advice before we get started, you can see I've got my lovely white trainers on. Some of you might have seen in my posts when I've accidentally got them dirty, I've got quite upset and done a very thorough cleaning. So my first piece of advice, if you're going to train outside, is to get a pair of outdoor trainers. So I've got this pair of trainers here. I've had them for quite a while. As you can see, I've been dancing on the concrete. And so these trainers are not going to survive. These are not the trainers that I would wear outside for any occasion other than to dance on the concrete. So what I recommend, first tip, is to lose the lovely, sparkly, brand new trainers or the trainers that you really love and put on your garden shoes. So for me, I mean, working as an instructor, I do get through quite a lot of trainers. So that whenever I have a pair of trainers that are a bit, you know, a little bit worse for wear, then I make use of them and I use them outside instead. So that's your first tip. The second tip is we're going to do some aerobics moves. So exercise to music is more aerobics. So what I mean by aerobics is we would go from a march and we might go down into squat and up and down. So whereas if I was dancing, you know, I'd probably flow more into that. But because I'm doing exercise to music, it's all about my posture and really driving those moves. We also tend to do exercise to music at 128 beats per minute. So if you're looking for, you know, if you type in 100, you know, 128 beats per minute workout music, that's the kind of music that I would use, just so we've got the speed. So instead of saying, let's do a box, you know, we're like, let's do a box, let's use our arms, let's keep the balance. So that's what we do with the aerobics. We just, you know, take it up a bit. I'm going to save some more advice till afterwards. I think I'm going to do a demo. So what I decided to do, so we didn't have any interference with me giving instructions. And also some people quite like to work, you know, quite like to do their aerobics and their exercise in a peaceful environment, quietly. Other people like to do it with, like, you know, lively music. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the music so I'm dancing to it, and I'm going to put the link so that you know what I'm dancing to, so you can log in as well and watch the video with music. Okay, so and also you do have quite, you know, a broad taste in music when it comes to exercise, because things that you thought, you know, that's not my style, that's not what I normally listen to, if it's actually got a great beat, then that's what you need for your exercise. So without further ado, I'm listening to Justin Timberlake, Can't Stop the Feeling. So this is like a really happy, bright song, which is, you know, really great for exercise. But it's a workout remix, so it's 128 beats per minute, and I'm going to post the link at the bottom. Okay, so what I'm going to take you through is more like a warm-up with aerobics moves. So the aim of this is just to loosen up. It's kind of bouncy, We're not doing any jumping, or it's just lifting, just to loosen up our muscles and to get our joints engaged, lubricated. Yeah, synovial fluid. Okay, so let's put the music on. So we've got our space. So I'm going to go 2 steps to the side and 2 steps to the side. So I've got about 2 meters. All right, so if you've got your music, press play now. And it starts. Okay, so let's get on the march first. A nice quick march. We've got our arms moving, so we're opening up our breathing and we're loosening up our joints. All right, we're going to take our knees up. 4, 3, 2, 1, knees. All right, let's move our arms. Keep those arms moving. We want to warm up, we want to stretch out. Okay, so you can take your legs up to the front or you can turn to the side. All right, let's curl. So take them up at the back like that. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So I'm just taking up at the back. I'm just lifting. Keep those arms moving. All right, we're going to step touch. We're going to go 2 to the side and back. 1, 2, and back. 1, 2, back. Now you can add a leg as you go back. Yeah, curl. Let's get back on that march and let's go to the side. See, we can move, change up the moves. This is like a little squat. Let's get back on that march. Now what I'd like you to do is go forward and do a half jack. Let me show you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half jack, and back. Got the phone in my hands. I'm not sure why, because I'm wireless. All right, guys, so you can see what's going on. You know, we're just trying to get that body open, get the arms moving up here. You can hear my breathing's changing. Yeah, and you wouldn't normally stop. You keep going. I'm just doing a little demo today. So let's do some of those squats again. So we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah. All right. Let's side step. All right, I want you to take it forward and do those half jacks. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and half jacks. And half jacks. I'm so hot, guys. And I've got my water. Yeah. All right, let's jog it off. Okay, so that's what I do. Oh, that's good. My phone's just disconnected. Perfect. So yeah, if you, and this is a piece of advice, if you do stop doing your moves and you've taken up your breathing and your heart rate, do a little jog it off, step it out. You don't want to just stop. You want to take down your heart rate and your breathing gradually. Okay, so actually doing a squat is, that slows you down a bit. Okay, so it takes you into another type of breathing. All right, so I'm going to be showing you more ETM. That was just that was a little taster. Also, I'm going to be showing you different parts of, so when I teach a class, or when I'm with a client as well, when we're one-to-one, if they choose to do ETM and aerobics, then I'll teach them for an hour. But what I'll do is I'll also introduce other things like exercises on the floor, mat work. We can also do weights. So I'm a massive fan of weights. Okay, so I'll be showing you a weights video at some point soon. See, this is the excitement. You never know when you're outside. Helicopter. But that's the thing, when you're outside you can put your music in and you know you're in your own world anyway. So I'm going to be showing you all the different range of things that I teach and basically breaking down what my class is. And I'm also going to be showing you some of the things that I do with one-to-one as well. So I hope you can join me for some more videos. All right, hang on a second, we need to do the advice. So 3 bits of advice. So we've done the trainers. Make sure if you're outside, you've got outdoor trainers. If you're indoors, make sure, you know, your trainers are laced up. And another thing I'd say is it's always important when you're doing fitness to think about what trainers are appropriate for what you're doing. So if you're going to do aerobics, exercise to music, I recommend that you wear cross trainers. I'm not, I mean, mine are, these are, I mean, they're Nike, they're more like a running trainer in the sense that they've got a straight sole. Okay, so the cross trainer divides here, so it's got kind of, you know, it comes in here and then goes back out again, and so you've got more movement of the ball of the foot and the front of the foot. So that's a recommendation, but as you can see, you know, I'm in my Nike Airs and they're fine. So but you know, to be honest, I don't really recommend foam soles for doing dance. It's not that's more for maybe a quick video. Okay, so the next piece of advice, if you want to use exercise to music as a way of having overall body fitness, ideally I'd recommend that you did 2 to 3 sessions a week. So if you were coming to my class, for example, I would recommend that you came, say, on a Monday and a Thursday, and maybe at the weekend as well. So if you're doing it 3 times, you're 100% going to see results. If you're doing it 2 times a week, you're definitely going to be maintaining. And you'll also find that you can't help yourself doing little moves in the week. You know, when I go to pick something up now, I don't do that whole thing. As soon as I go to pick something up, I'm like, yep. And that's just because I'm so used to doing this in my routines that it translates into everything else I do. So, okay, so we want to be doing it a couple of times a week. You can also mix it up as well. You don't have to be doing, you know, the aerobics part. You can be doing more floor work exercises. Third piece of advice that I would say is to have fun with it. Just enjoy it. Don't think about what you look like. It's not about what you think people might think you look like. It's all about how it makes you feel and how it motivates you. Because if you feel motivated, and if you think about it, we've just got a song now where we can do moves to it. We've got something to do. We don't come to the song and say, oh, I don't really know how to dance. You say, oh, I know this song, right, knees up. Okay, let's do some curls. Okay, and side steps, and side, da, da, da. You know, so you've actually got purpose. You don't have to think about the moves. You can actually enjoy them and enjoy the music and follow the beat. So that's my advice, just have fun. Okay, I look forward to seeing you again soon in the next video. I can't remember what I'm going to be talking about next. I know we've got weights coming up, which I'm really looking forward to. And I'm going to be doing Les Mills later this week as well. So just stay tuned. Thank you.